Hi everybody, Reva here with Quality Sewing and Vacuum, and we are at Brother Convention, and we are here with the brand new Aveneer top of the line machine. It is absolutely fabulous. And who do we have here but the wonderful, famous Angela Wolf, and she is going to be showing us some cool things about the machine.
Oh my gosh. So with the Luminaire, they asked me what could they possibly add. I literally said nothing. Right?
Exactly.
What else could they add? Oh, they did it.
I know, it's really, that's one thing about Brother that's so cool, is that you get all these wonderful things and you can't even think about one thing that they could do. And then they give you stuff that you didn't even know you needed.
I know.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Like what you're holding. How many pictures do you have in your phone?
I don't want to talk about how many pictures I have on my phone. I have a lot of pictures on my phone. You know, I have a new grandbaby, so there's lots of grandbaby pictures on the phone.
Yeah. Wait till you see what you can do.
I know, it's awesome. So this is called Picture Play. Now, you may have seen photo stitch that you use a computer with. Now, you might not want to go to a computer all the time, so this machine can do this for you, which is so cool. So here's one, and look at this gorgeous tiger on this jacket. I mean, seriously, this is so cool. So, okay, so Angela, show us how this works.
Okay, so first of all, my nephews are going to go crazy for this because you know when you take photos from your phone, you scroll through some filters, post them on Instagram. Right. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that, but they do it with my phone if I accidentally unlock it. Now they can do it on here.
Favorite aunt.
The favorite aunt, yeah. I have to be very careful what's on my phone. Okay, so here, I already brought this rose in. The one you're holding actually came in USB. You can also go through Wi-Fi. Here are all the settings, and I'm just going to run through these because there's so many, but you can change the size, make it bigger, just like normal settings. You can take away the background. This is kind of a fun one. If you want to change the size, you can also do this. If you want to crop it, I should say, and there's different outlines. I mean, just by a click of a button. Click OK, and then on here, you can rotate it, all these other features. You can tell it what frame you want to use, and then this is the best part. This is why I'm skipping ahead. Look at all these filters.
Wow, look at that.
And as you scroll through, it tells you underneath what it is. So this one is the pencil. So it's a great black and white. But look at all of these. There's a ton of them.
That is so cool. Now with the software, which the photo stitch is awesome in the embroidery software, but you only had like 3 options.
Yeah.
And this is so cool. And you're doing it right on the machine.
Right on the machine. You click preview and it'll take a minute. And then while it's doing that, it shows you, and if you don't like it, go back and pick a different one.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
And it depends how big your, did you show the line? I can't remember.
Yeah.
You did?
The tiger,
I missed that part.
Tiger, yeah.
Not tiger. Are you sure it's not a lion?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's
looks
tiger.
like a cat. All right, look at that.
Oh, look at that. So that's the neon sign. So it automatically even adjusted the colors.
Yeah. So not only that, once you go into embroidery, you can still change colors on it if you don't like it.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
How cool is that? You can create your own artwork.
Super fun. Okay, so that's embroidery.
Okay.
So now let's go to the sewing side for a minute. So you know I love sewing garments.
Right.
So buttonholes. If you were to ask like all of your fans how much you like sewing buttonholes, it's probably like...
Oh, most everybody says not at all, right? Well, because you can't... Did you get the right size? Did you get it placed where you want it to go?
None of those things. The second one look as good as the first one.
Right, do they look the same?
The first one always looks good.
Yeah, and wait, what about the 5th one?
Oh, yeah, no. Now, they have the embroidered buttonholes still, which everybody loves. Right. Because you can see it, though this one's different. All right, so take a look here. We still have that great foot that we had, just like on the Luminaire where it has that metal plate. So you can embroider on tulle, on knits. It doesn't stretch it out. Look at this.
It shows you the buttonhole right on there.
Yeah, not only that, there's more coming. So there's the buttonhole. You have your stylus to change your buttonhole right here, and it'll adjust here. But let me just show you this one real quick. Look at, see, it's nice and dark. When it's down like this, I can go, I want a bigger buttonhole.
It automatically adjusted right there in real time. That is so cool.
But so not only is that a cool feature, there's more. So on here, so that's your projector, and look at all the buttonholes you have to choose from, as always. And then we're going to click the guideline. It just takes a second, and there's a few different things that show up here. So look, there's spacing. So you can space your buttonholes this way or that way with these 2 icons here. Oh, by the way, look at all the different colors they have now.
Oh, so if you have if you have a turquoise colored fabric, you could choose a different color buttonhole.
So you can see it better. Yeah.
That is so cool. You know what? I think even though you said it takes a minute for the lines to show up, it's so worth the wait.
Yeah, and it's not even a minute. It's really just
it's just a second.
But now look at this. So while this is up, when your foot is up, this comes out. So you have the lines, you have this, you have all these adjustments right here. So this guideline here is where you would line the edge of your fabric up if you wanted your buttonholes to be aligned this way. And you can see the guidelines here. And after you try this once, it's so simple. Now, if I click this here to go the other direction, then all of a sudden that line shows up here. So you would line your fabric up here. So I just made a comforter cover, which isn't really my forte, but I could have done my buttonholes that way because I had cool buttonholes. Instead of embroidering them, it would have taken just minutes.
That's so cool. So you get to tell it how far apart you want the buttonholes to be, how big the button is, and it automatically does everything so you don't even have to mark your fabric.
Right.
That is way cool.
I used to buy stock and chalk. I'm going to be in trouble now because I'm not going to need it
What are you
anymore.
going to do? Go out on the sidewalk.
Sidewalk.
Yeah.
So I'll give the nephews that instead of the photo.
Right. There you go. So this is for the buttonhole adverse for folks.
Or anything. Maybe you're
matter.
making bags. Maybe you're making pillows, anything like that. All right. So you know why we can get all that?
Tell me.
Because the projector.
Oh, let's come back. Let's take a look at it. Look at this projection.
Yeah, so you still have your beautiful screen with the embroidered design. Now, remember when we had decorative stitches or any stitching on the luminaire, you could use your stylus to adjust it?
Right.
Well, in the past, with the embroidery, we could adjust, but then not like this. We would adjust with the projector, come back here, the projector would turn off, come back here and turn it on. Well, now let's just move this design up and look at how easy it is. You can see that ice cream moving.
Look at that. Right
so
in real
time.
Just
by minuscule amounts. So you're not going all the way back here and going back here.
So you can have your project, see exactly where the design is going to go. And this is bigger. This is 8 by 5. So you see your whole design.
Yeah. And then you can use these buttons to go, here's rotate. You want to rotate it a little bit. All of these right here. And look at how fast this is.
That's amazing.
And then if this screen bothers you, you can move it to different corners or you can just get rid of it and it'll go down into the corner like a little box. Out of your way.
Is so cool. Now what happens, tell me real quick, what happens if I'm working on a yellow piece of fabric?
Well, you can change the background 16 colors.
Yeah, so then you can see if the color of your thread is actually going to work or it's not going to work.
I've done that before. Well,
I know,
not that. I've done it where I threw it away.
Right, exactly.
Go on the sidewalk with the chalk.
Yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, it will be the scrubber for the... Yeah.
So this is amazing, you know, and there's more designs in this machine. I think 1,800 something.
1,850, and that's not, I think, and there's Disney in there too. I mean, it's amazing.
So much more.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, you have quilters, right? I'm sure. Maybe
absolutely, absolutely.
Because thinking that you're the biggest person at the quilt show I've ever seen. You guys take up the whole place, which is amazing. So I know you have quilters, so come and see this one.
Okay.
So this is a game changer. This is the new stitch regulator. So I have 2 feet. One's attached, and I wanted this one so you could see it. So the digital dual move it foot we still have.
Right.
And it plugs into the back. So this also plugs into the back. It comes with a few different feet. Look at how easy these are to get in and out.
This is so cool.
Pop in, pop out. And you can actually do this while it's on the machine. So you've got an open toe, closed toe, and you have the echo. And then here, you also have stitch mode, 3 of them. So this is the one, I say that word.
Intermittent.
Thank you. You sound so much better. That's not my,
I've been practicing all day.
Oh, that doesn't count. All right, and then you also have continuous mode, straight and zigzag, both of those. You have a basting mode. I'm really going to look forward to this one.
Yeah, that's really cool. So the intermittent mode, when you stop moving, the stitch regulator will stop.
Yeah.
And then the continuous is it will continue the stitch, and when you stop, it just slowly will go in one spot. So if you have a sharp corner, and then basting, it's about an inch long basting stitch.
Yeah, it's
really
nice
cool
and fast.
Right.
So not only that, do you have a big high loft quilt?
Right.
Well, you can make this with this adjustment here. The foot will go up and down. There's more though. So on here, you can change all these settings. You can save it to memory. Maybe you always use the same setting, or maybe you're working on a project and you're not going to be on the machine for a day or 2. Well, it saves it for you. You got to see the guideline though. I should say guideline
Oh, look at them.
extravaganza.
Those are beautiful.
That looks so good. So you have all your guidelines right here. There's more though. If you go under the subcategory, you still have your grid, which that's a really crazy tiny one, but you can adjust the size on all those. Look at the Echo one. This is great.
That is so cool. Look at that. You have a circle so you can do your Echo quilting.
And I'm just going to adjust the size just a little bit, and it will actually adjust on here. Look at that.
So if you want your spacing to be greater from your applique, you can make this about any size you want it to be, and you can space around it. That is so cool.
There's more though. This is a new one. And
look at this. That.
And there's more. Here's the angles. And when you go under angles, right here, look at all the different angles we have now.
Now this would be used, we would use this mostly with sewing, not necessarily the free motion foot, but they've added the 5 different angles, even a negative 90 degree.
Because of that bigger projector.
Right. And so now you're going to be able to see in the front and in the back.
2 inches behind the needle.
Oh yeah, 2 inches behind the needle. But you can see if you're doing a Y seam, you can see where you need to go. It's going to be so much easier.
Yeah. Okay, there's one more.
Okay, what else you got?
You know it talks to you?
It talks to you?
Yeah.
Let's look.
Okay.
Does it talk back to you?
Oh yeah, well maybe.
Okay.
So here is the on-off button. You don't have to have it talk. You can turn it off. So Reva, I was embroidering these. I was testing these designs on this machine last month. I got the preview of the machine, and I was on the other side of the office, and I heard some man's voice telling me to change threads. It really freaked me out. I didn't know. But here it is. So you can turn it on or off. Look at all the different languages. I might have to do the Italian, but I have to practice a little bit.
Can we just have an Italian accent?
Yeah, here.
You know.
And there's a man.
But he's probably speaks really Italian.
Yeah, it's real Italian. You might want some pasta?
That's I'll take anything.
Isn't that awesome though?
Yeah.
So and then here's the woman's side. Maybe.
Welcome and enjoy your journey of sewing, quilting, and embroidery.
Isn't
That's
that fun?
lovely.
So it'll tell you when you run out of thread, which is kind of nice. So for example, the green, it's all digitized together. It's 60 minutes. You don't want to sit there for 60 minutes and watch, but if you're over having coffee, playing on your serger or something else, it'll say, hey, by the way, change your thread, or your bobbin ran out.
That's pretty cool. Now, those designs are the exclusive Aveneer designs, aren't they?
They are.
Those are
this
so
is
cool.
the lily. Of course, you don't have to put on sheer sleeves. I just love my tattoos.
Your tattoos are pretty cool. Actually, I saw Angela earlier today, and from a distance, I didn't see the tool, and I'm like, oh yeah, tattoos again. Tattoos.
Whatever color I want that day.
Yeah.
This is the lily collection.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, thank you so much for showing us all these wonderful things on the machine.
I love this. Can people go put a deposit in now?
Oh, please do. Yes. You want to get, in fact, it's been so popular. If you have not put down a deposit yet and you're not on the list, you want it to be because you want to get it before your friend Sally. So make sure you come into our stores at qualitysewing.com and just come into any one of our stores, not online,
I just
into
thought
our
of
stores.
something.
What's that?
Guess what? Not only embroidery designs, if they register their machine, I did a master class for them. So I can teach them from beginning to end, so they're comfortable on the machine. They'll still come to classes and things like that, but they can sit in their PJs.
Right, and learn both ways.
Yeah, I don't
That's
talk
awesome.
to them, though, through the machine. I
No,
just talk.
you talk through the computer.
Yeah. So I teach them, and they get that with the machine.
Right, and like she said, we have our in-store usage classes, but that's really an awesome thing is to get all that nitty-gritty detail and learn all those wonderful things. So,
absolutely.
All right, well, pop into one of our stores in Western Washington and pop your deposit down, and you can be on the list. And those of you who already have, you just can't wait. I know it. So anyway, well, thank you, Angela. This has been so great. We will see you soon.